is going on. They're repairing the roads and everything. Hello YouTube, hello internet family. It's time for a brand new vlog. So today I'll be showing the outskirts of Dimapur. Actually I'll be visiting Peren, which is my work area for this year, that is 2023-24, and I'll be moving towards Peren in a short while. My partner and my driver, they'll be coming with my vehicle, and today we'll proceed towards Peren district. Actually it's a small village called Teni, which is a subdivisional headquarters, which is our work area. And since I am going to Peren, I thought why not include the journey in my vlog. It will be a different kind of vlog, an interesting one, because for the first time I am moving out of Dimapur. I mean, obviously I have moved out of Dimapur numerous times, but for the first time I'll be showing it in a vlog. So I thought it will be a great idea. So currently I'm at my apartment right now. I'm waiting for them. They'll be picking me up within 15 minutes. All my baggage, my luggage and all essentials all are ready, and they are ready to be loaded into the vehicle. Just waiting for them. These are all my essentials. My sleeping bed, the table, some mugs are there, and one big briefcase is there. I'm not showing, but you can understand these are some interesting things, so that's why I'm showing. That is the yoga mat, the gym mat, because we stay in our workplace for numerous days, so it's very important that we stay in good health and shape. This is my guitar. I cannot live without it. In order to reach Peren from Dimapur, it's not actually far. It's around 75 to 80 kilometers, something like that. The terrain roads, it's very tedious. The journey is very tedious, and we have to adjust. We have to cope with the journey. Finally, they have arrived, and now we are loading the saman, the essentials, our luggage in this vehicle, and we are ready to proceed. There are lots of saman, luggage and things which are present inside the vehicle, but still we are kind of managing somehow. That is how we proceed for our work. We pack everything just like we are nomads. See what Sari is doing. Those all are essentials actually. So we pack, and the vehicle gets completely filled with all the essentials, the luggage and everything, and then three of us will embark on a new journey which I'll show you. We left City Tower a few moments ago, and now we are stuck in a traffic jam just nearby Namolotha Road. I'll take some medicines from the shop because I'm going for a long duration. So it's highly important that I keep my medicines in stock. The new signals installed here, they are proving to be an essential addition. Nowadays the traffic is well controlled. So we took a left, Namolotha Road. We are continuing in this road now, and as you can see, it's very busy, and it's quite the case for weekdays. हाँ, महाफ्लाईओवर तो बहुत ही लंबा है पूरा. ऊपर में भी ट्रैफिक, नीचे में भी ट्रैफिक, ऊपर में भी जाता है, नीचे. Do you know one story regarding this महाफ्लाईओवर? I told you earlier also. Bike race होता रहता है उधर, इसलिए. 10 बजे के बाद बंद है ना? हाँ, that's why though. I didn't know. My cousin brother, he was driving me to the airport. Then he told me that because of that, Tokyo Drift. भाई बोला है, दोस्त को ड्रॉप करके आया मैं. अच्छा. हॉस्पिटल में देखा वो देसुन. हाँ. You know that देसुन हॉस्पिटल ना? देसुन या. हाँ. वो ट्रीटमेंट वो एडमिट हो गया था, तो हम लोग रात को जाता है ना शाम को एक बार. वो देख के बैठ के आया. 10 बजे हो गया तो नीचे से आना पड़ा. After 10, no, the flyovers 2-wheeler के लिए मना है. And especially these big flyovers है जो है ना, वो restrictions होना भी चाहिए पूरा. वो रनवे जैसा है, लोग पूरा तेज भागता है रात में. There are high chances of risks. बहुत बड़ा चीज़ है, बहुत वीडियो होता है. ওচৰতে না আপোনালোক ওচৰতে বৰিং কৰা মানুহখান ইমান ফিট নিচেতে যাইছে না, এতিয়া একবাৰ এনে
হুদাহুদি কৰি কিনে
নাই আমি অকণমান যোৱা আছে 300
কথা আমি কোৱাটো না যদি কয় তাইখান 100 গৈছে না আপনি 120 দিবি
So finally we have reached the intersection. We'll take right. We have reached the highway and we'll continue in that road after taking right. This is the road which leads to the airport.
ये तो नुने रिजॉर्ट भी नुने में सब कुछ है जिप लाइनिंग ऑफ लाइनिंग
So we have reached the junction, the DC office, and we'll take a right turn because this is the road which will take us to Sobhima, and from there we'll take the road towards Jaloki. This road brings back lots of memories because back in the month of January or February, I don't remember that well. I used to come here because I was, assigned in election duty. So the DC office Chumukedima is just on this road. If you continue for some kilometers, you'll reach that office, which will be on your left. So I remember, vividly those days. Those days when we were assigned in election duty, me and two of my friends.
वो भी ONG में भी वही था ना अभी
हाँ 23
Currently, we stopped nearby a market. We'll take some fruits over here because at the time when we reach our destination, every shop will be closed there. So it's better to take some rations and fruits, whatever available from here. Apples. So we had some little fruit shopping from the nearby market, and now straight we'll proceed towards Jaloki. We took some oranges and apples as you saw, and let's hope we'll get some fresh vegetables from Jaloki or maybe Parent. Slowly we are approaching the Sukovi gate. You can see in front of me the big gate. Welcome to Sukovi village in Reach. And shortly after driving for some time, we'll reach the Sukovi railway station. So it's the second railway station here in Dimapur. Actually it's part of Chumukedima, but you can say in an extended way that there are two railway stations. One thing which I have noticed over here, there's lots of road construction work going on. This road is pretty bad. When I say bad, I really mean it. It's really bad. Far you can see the Sukovi railway station, that white color building. At the end of this stretch, this is a very less crowded station. You won't see any person. It's just like a haunted house. It's feels like that. But this is just another railway station, which is very beneficial for the district. I had to stop here for some time because I had to take one mineral water, small one. I'm thirsty, and I got one. Here's some stalls because it's just nearby the railway station. So there are some local food stalls, some dhaba kind of thing for the passengers. The dusty part of the journey is totally over now. We have crossed Sukovi railway station, and now we are approaching towards a junction, which will probably show the direction towards Jaloki. We climbed up the hill now. You can see in the front the winding roads, the round and round going roads, along the contours. We're climbing up. So we said farewell to the plain lands, and now this road will take us to Jaloki first. Jaloki is in a valley. But again, after crossing Jalaki, we will start climbing again in order to reach Peren. And of course, I noticed a sharp decrease of temperature since the altitude is increasing. Obviously, we are falling temperature, and it kind of feels good, because it's still very hot. Not very hot, it's just hot in Dimapur. Just arrived in Jalaki. This is the stop for Peren. I need to have some food over here. It's been long since we started our journey from we'll also shop for some vegetables and rations, because by the time we reach Delhi, everything will be closed. Get some rations. We stopped at a roadside food stall here in Jalaki. We were hungry and we are just having some eggs and tea. This is the last stop, as I said, before proceeding towards Peren. So we'll just have some small snacks and then proceed. And this is a very good shop actually. It's very aesthetically pleasing. See the artwork which they have incorporated on these wooden walls. It's very beautiful. It's kind of cute, I must say. We decided to get one chicken. So that's 1 kilo of chicken, which will be our dinner for tonight. Now it's burning because that is the concept over here in Northeast. Oh, somehow it ran out of fuel. No flame. So it seems Bhai got a new flamethrower, his toy. Now he's burning the chicken, because when you burn, it kind of increases the shelf life. Like it won't get spoiled. So that is our dinner in raw format. It's getting ready, and our driver Bhai is going to prepare a nice meal tonight. This burning increases the shelf life. Skin. Oh, somehow I was wrong. It's not. The burning is for a different purpose. It burns the baby feathers, the skin part. It doesn't increase the shelf life. Here we are again. We have left Jalaki. The valley part is over now. We are climbing up again. We are on the way towards Peren district. And from Peren it will take another 2 to 3 hours to reach Uttering, which is our final destination. And let me tell you, the temperature has drastically reduced. It's very cold out here. I'm wearing a half shirt now, but gradually I'm about to put on some warm clothes, and it kind of feels good because I like cold, I love winter. So it's an absolute delight for me, this winter season. I love winter. I absolutely adore this time of the year, and in Pering it will be hellish cold. I'm really looking forward to that. We're at Peren right now, and we just had a small snack, some momos, some pork momos we had. After this we'll be proceeding towards Tening. It will take around 2 to 3 hours from now, so hopefully we'll reach by 7:30, because it's already 4 right now in Peren, and it's going to be a long way, and also the road condition is not that good. So let's hope we reach safely. On reaching Tening, we'll directly proceed to the field camp in the forest range office, and there we'll do some setup work, some shifting work. After that we'll take bath. I'll let you know everything once I reach there. Before I leave, I just want to show you around the main township of Peren. The sun is setting. It's already 4, and this is the main chalk, the square as they say. It's getting closed because here in this hilly villages the system is quite different. It's not like city life. Saying goodbye to Peren now. We already are on our way to Tening. As I said, 2 to 3 hours, and condition is very bad.
রিপেয়ার করছে তো স্যার
So you can get an understanding. This is totally off-road. You can see there is no black topping, and also you can see some construction work is going on. They are repairing the roads and everything. And another view which I should not miss, and also you can see in the front that big fog, that massive fog. This is the hills you can see there. So these are very common in these areas. These spectacular scenes and landscapes. Actually, from Peren to Teneng, it's not that far, kilometer wise. But since the road condition is so bad, it takes a huge amount of time. I think in the future, with the construction of new roads and blacktop roads, there will be a drastic change in the time of travel. So I'm really looking forward to that. But obviously I won't be here even that time. It's almost dark. Not almost, it's totally dark. And as you can see, the headlights are on, the high beam is on, and we are still, a long way before we arrive in Teneng. Light is falling directly on my face. What to do? I mean, just for the sake of making video. It's very dark out here, and it's quite an adventure. I'm very lucky that I could be a part of this amazing experience. Traveling amidst the jungles, the hilly roads, when it is completely dark. Only 3 of us are here, and we are moving with our good old Bolero. This is the new petrol pump. I think this is on the verge of completion. It's almost done. Yeah. See, the booths are already constructed, and I think it will be functional by the next year. And this is a very good addition for the villages over here. Because this is operational headquarters, as I mentioned earlier. The AC stays here. So it's the petrol pump is quite a necessary thing for the administration of the village, better transportation facilities and all other related things. And finally, after the long day journey, we reached our field camp. All of us, we are here right now, and we parked our vehicle right outside the field camp. So that's it for today. Now we'll have to make some preparations for food and dinner, because we are all alone right here. It's not like city life. And we'll go down to the stream, although it is very cold out here, but we have to get some water since there's no water present inside the camp. We'll wash up there and then prepare food. That's it from my side. I should call it a day. It's a wrap up from our side, and we'll just engage ourselves in these activities which are pending. And I hope to see you soon. I hope you like this vlog. If you like it, just give a thumbs up and share my vlog, and I'll get back to you with some more content in the near future. Bye bye.